Hello, welcome to ScriptWave. In a previous lecture, we discussed about strings and operations on strings. In today's lecture, we'll be starting our journey with list, and this is also a very important concept because this helps us in understanding the future concepts like tuple, set, and dictionary. Without any further ado, let's see a quick agenda for this lecture. First, we'll start with list introduction. Then we'll understand indexing in list, which is almost similar to strings. Then we'll understand multi-dimensional list, and we'll also look at indexing in multi-dimensional list. Then we'll understand few operations on list like concatenation, multiplication, etc. Without any further ado, let's start with list introduction. List is an ordered collection of items. So what is a list? Anything which is a collection and will be in the order. Let's see a quick example of list. We have grocery list. Maybe we have to-do list. So here we have in a sequence one by one. So that is list. So here we have a small clipboard which says list. It can store multiple values in single variable. List can store multiple values in single variable. A list contain different data types. So the list can contain different data types, need not to be only specific data type. Lists are mutable, meaning their elements can be changed after creation. So this is very important point, mutability. That means we can make the changes, and what all the updates will make, that will still stay in the older memory only. It will not update the memory. Created using square brackets. So this is very simple. You can use square brackets. So how we can define a list? Here we have simple one, list empty. This is an empty list. If you want to declare some values, we can declare something like this, list 10, 20, 14. So this is a list containing numbers. Now the question, can we add any other data type other than numbers? Yes, we can add something like never say with small letter list, because list is a keyword. Always use capital list if you want to define the list, or else you can use simply list. I use list just to avoid confusion. So we can say maybe Python, Java, maybe C++. So this is a list. The second question, can we add different data types into single variable? Yes, we can add lst is equal to 1, 2, Python. So this is also list. So this is also allowed. Whereas in other languages like C language, we cannot use the similar concept because we define something like int arr of 5. So here this specifies we are storing an array of integers with 5 items. So this is in C language. As we know, Python is dynamically typed. We don't specify the data type or we don't specify the size. So we just give it dynamically. So you can add any number of items you want. Let's move forward with the indexing. So what is indexing? Indexing is nothing but we are assigning a number to every element in the collection. So what is the collection here? Here the collection is list. So previously we have string, whereas here we have the list. Each element in a list has a unique index, that is position. Python uses zero-based indexing, as we already know. First element always has the index 0. Now question, is it allowed to have negative indexing here? Yes, it's same exactly as string. You can add positive or negative. Now one more question, can we do slicing? Yes, you can do slicing, which works exactly in the same way as strings. Negative indexing can be used to access elements from the end of the list. So here we have the indexing. We have the fruits list, apple, banana, orange, and mango. Now we are trying to add the first element, the third element, and the last element. So here we got the output apple, orange, mango, because 0th element is apple, we got apple. Second will be orange, because indexing start from 0, orange, we got orange. Then the negative indexing with -1, that is the last, that is mango. So this is how we can use the indexing concept. Let's move forward. So we have already seen we can have list, lst is equal to square bracket 1, 2, 3, and we can use lst of square bracket 0, which returns us first one. Now we need to move and understand what is multi-dimensional list. A multi-dimensional list is a list that contains one or more lists as its elements. So here we can see the clean syntax. This is the list variable. Inside that we have two lists which contains list item 1, item 2, item 3 as your first list, item 4, item 5, item 6 as your second list. So we have two lists inside a list. So multiple list including in a list is called as multi-dimensional list. It is used to represent data in a table or matrix format. So this is helpful whenever you are trying to represent the data in a matrix or table format. The common type is 2D list. So we have 2D list as common, but we'll be looking at indexing using the multidimensional list when we are writing the code in 2 minutes. We have the matrix as variable, and then we can see we got the first list, second list, and third list. So here we can see the indexing that is done here. To access the first row, first column, that is the first element, we are saying 0, 0. So you can use or assume it like 1, 2, 3, comma, 4, 5, 6. It looks like a matrix. So here they are saying first row, first column. First column is 1, so that is 1. We got 1, 0, 0. Then we have the second row, third column. So second row, third column, 1, 2, 3, 6. We got 6. Third row, second column, because indexing starts from 0. So second, that is third row, second column, that is 8. So we got 8. So this is how we can imagine writing the index for the values. Let's move forward. We'll do a lot of other alterations whenever we are writing the code, but let's move forward and understand the next concepts. Operations on strings. First, we have the concatenation, that is clubbing to list. So we have a super list created by just adding list 1 plus list 2. Then we have the numbers, that is 1, 2, and we can multiply, that is repetition. We will get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 3 times because we are multiplying it by 3. Then we have the numbers using the slicing concept. So we are slicing from 1 to 4. Let's add the index 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is not included as we already seen in the previous lectures. So 20, 30, 40, 20, 30, 40. So that is how we can see the operations. So this is a concept. Now let's try to deep dive using our code. So I'm just navigating to PyCharm and we'll get started with the code. So here I have created a module naming module 3 with a file list introduction.py. So now we'll write the list. So we can write the list lst is equal to empty, print lst, and then let's print the type of lst and let's execute. So we are still in the older version. Let's quickly make it as current file. So we got the empty list and the class as list. That means this type is list. This is good. Now let's try to add the elements. So I'll keep it as empty list for the time being. Cut it and paste it here. So now we are adding one more list. Let's do the same way we did in the previous lecture. Let's put it down. LST is equal to 1, 2, 3. So we are just printing the type and making the changes. So we got the list. Now let's try to add one more version, LST2 maybe. So I'll just name it as Python, Java, JavaScript, HTML. So let's try to find the type of it. We're printing LST2 and finding the type as LST2. So save it and run it. So we got the list printed and the type is also list. Now let's move to the indexing part. So in the same version, I will add the second one and here I'll add -2, save it, and let's see what will get printed. Comment this out just to avoid confusions here and print it. So we got 3. So in the list 1, we got the third element. As we know, indexing starts from 0, 1, and 2. So we got 3 as the output for LST of 2. Then we got JS because negative indexing. So we know negative indexing starts from -1. So here we got -1, -2, -3, and -4. So -2 is having JS. So we got JS as the output. So this is how we can print the indexing. Now let's move to the concept of multidimensional arrays, that is multidimensional list. So I'm just commenting this out and add it here, and I'll name it as multidimensional, and LST is equal to, because I have commented, I can reuse the same variable. 1, 2, 3. We got auto completion, print list, we got the list as well. So we got the list. Now in a similar way, let's print the index LST of 0. What is LST of 0? That is the whole list. So this treats as an element, so we don't have any issue to work on it. So we got the complete list. Now, just to understand the concept how the multidimensional array works, let's try to do some math in Python. That's good. So I'll have this LST and we are just trying to do the proof. Maybe you would have already learned in the previous classes, like your younger classes. So here we are saying LST of 0. So LST of 0, we know the first element. So we got the first element. So LST of 0 is 1, 2, 3. Let's assign this to variable A. What is A? A is equal to 1, 2, 3. Now let's say I want to print 1, A of 0. We get 1. Now what is A? LST of 0. Just add LST of 0 here. LST of 0. We got 0 here, so 0. So this will return as 1. So this is how we can understand the indexing. It can be happening in multiple dimensions. It can go layer by layers, but the concept will always rely same. So whenever you're confusing, you can just use this trick and get the clarity. So let's move forward there, and I'll just add one more element here. Now I'll create the confusion. How can I print y? So how can you print y? We can just say we have the index as 0. This is having index 2, this is having index 3, this is having index 4. So if I want to print y, same concept, LST of 3. Then we got one more array. This is also a list which is having collection of letters. So now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. What is the index of y? That is 1. So we got y. Let's try to do the same thing as an operation here. So print LST of 2 and 1. So save it. Let's print. We got y. So this is how we can do. Now one more question. What if I add one more square bracket here and add Java? And I want to print v from Java. So what is v from Java? So first, this whole collection is a single entity. So there is 0, 1, and this whole thing is 2, and this whole thing is 3. So we got 0, 1, 2, 3. Now what we need to get? We need to enter into this one, that is 2. So LST of 2. What is LST of 2? LST of 2 is list of Python and Java. Now we need Java. So what is Java? This is index 0, this is index 1. So LST of 2 of 1. What is 2 of 1? We got only Java. I want to print v from Java. So what is the index of v? 0, 1, 2, 3. So LST of 2 of 1 of 2. This should return v for me. So this is how we can write the indexing. Let's move further and let's try to do the same thing. I'm just printing it. Let's see. So we got p. So this is how we can do the multidimensional indexing. Now let's do the concatenation. So I'll just mark it as multidim. Now let's do concatenation, multiplication and slicing. So LST is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. LST2 is equal to, let's do the same thing. Now print LST plus LST2. It should return a complete new list. So this is allowed. Now let's do the slicing. Print LST of 1 till 3. What is 1 till 3? This is the index 1, 2, and that's the output. It is 2, 3. We got string slicing. We can do the multiplication as well. That is the repeating. So we can just say LST asterisk 2, that just doubles the number of elements and creates a new list. So here you need to understand these operations are just giving us the output, that is not altering anything in the list. So the location will always remain common. There is no change in it. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you so much. Have a great day and practice a lot. This is very important to understand list for understanding further concepts. Thank you. Have a great day. See you in the next lecture.